Hi Pisces, welcome back to As Above So Below Healing Tarot, where you are the magic baby. This is going to be a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Piscean. So Pisces, let's get into this. I hope that you had a enlightening Pisces lunar eclipse and Tim Curry and Dolly Parton passing. I can't believe it. I was up in the mountains in Asheville, North Carolina, and for my friend's birthday. It's on the 25th. And hearing that they had both passed was just devastating. So, but all right, let's get into this. We have midnight, the most magical hour of all, and the underworld where all things pause and begin again. Wow. Pisces, I feel like this is really like descending into the unknown, descending into the underworld. And I feel like there's a big level of surrender and trust with this. And the pomegranate is representing Persephone and Hecate. And I think that there's some big shadow work that's coming up for you. And with the midnight card, this often comes when there's a need for a timeout, when there's a time to reassess, to dive into the darkness. And as we all know over here, we don't fear the dark. We embrace it and we ask it questions. And there may be feelings coming up for you that are needing to be processed. So a lot of you may be doing deep meditation, really, I'm hearing like facing challenges head on. You are pulling up all of that icky and you're like, okay, I have to deal with this and I have to clear this from my field in order to understand it and be able to transmute it. All right, Pisces. Audacity. Let's see what's going on. Spirit, what is going on for Pisces here? What is happening for them? Ooh, the star. Wow. Okay, Pisces. I am getting like you are diving into, I'm hearing imposter syndrome. Like, what is your ego telling you that you can't do? Or, it feels like it's trying to protect you from expanding because it's uncomfortable. But this is you. This is total Aquarius energy. So you are shining your light. You are being radiant. And I feel like you are also stepping into places that recognize your glow up. Because where you have been, I feel like has kept you small. But now I feel like your soul is really remembering your greatness, and it's almost like this eclipse has really like pulled back a lot of things that need to end before your like personality can even, process it first. It's like, this isn't serving me anymore and I need to take more chances. I need to take the leap to actually be visible with what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I'm growing. So, oh, okay. Alrighty, and Pisces, if these messages are resonating, please like, share, subscribe, put in the comments. I am the star, baby. Love it. Universe, wow. Pisces, this is a divinely guided change. This is a divinely guided shift. And oftentimes I'm getting like the big world card here. So the world is major change, major cycles ending. And this is a big cycle that is wrapping up since 2024. So what changes have you made since 2024 that are now really asking you to shed and let it go? That can be with partnerships, that could be with careers, personality, anything that is challenging you to evolve and shift. That is what's changing. And we have partnerships and alliances here. Yeah. And I'm also getting like you are wanting to collaborate more with people of like mind. You're wanting to collaborate with people who are spiritually sound, emotionally intelligent, have the same values. You know, you're really recognizing the word value is very strong here. You're recognizing your values, and you're also seeing the values in other people. And if those values don't match up to yours, you can easily say, don't have any purpose here. And that's a really empowering place to be, Pisces, because I don't feel like you are committing to anybody's dream but your own right now, whatever that may be for you. So, all right, Spirit, what's happening for Pisces? What is going on? 7 of Potions, okay. That's the 7 of Cups, 7 of Presents. Wow, we have 2 7s here. Okay, 5 of Potions, 5 of Cups, and then the Knight of Needles. And then the King of Potions wanted to come out with that. Okay, and then the 8 of Needles, which is the 8 of Swords. So I'm getting like you're really stitching yourself back up from an exhausting cycle that left you confused emotionally. And now you are on the other side of that. And I feel like a lot of you may be doing some form of counseling. You may be doing hypnotherapy. You may be doing Reiki. And you are really starting to notice that you have the power in this situation. And you don't want to carry this victim mentality. You are like, I have so much to live for. And I do feel like whatever this was, it was something that you were investing in with somebody else, because we do have the King of Potions and the Knight of Needles here. So King of Potions, whether this is male or female, this is Pisces energy. But I feel like this circumstance in the past has had you evolve and really mature emotionally. But it came at a cost. It came as a big loss, as a depression, as something that you didn't want to let go of, but you had to release it in order to get to the other side. And I think that you were fighting spirit with that. I think you were like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to leave. I don't want to cut this off. But my soul can't grow here. My soul cannot thrive in an environment of confusion. And I think for the longest time, like I'm hearing years, you stayed in a connection because you genuinely loved this person or you genuinely loved this job. But over time, I'm seeing like a beach with the sand and like the pebbles. And over time, the pebbles start to get like they start to turn into sand, and you became less and less like your essence started to diminish in this situation. I do want to clarify. Let's see, Spirit, why was Pisces confused in this situation? 8 of Wands, okay. The Empress, wow. And then the 6 of Pentacles with Strength, wow. Yeah, Pisces, you were seeking balance in something, but you had to, it feels like you had to take on more than your fair share of the load in something. Like you were overworking yourself. You were, you weren't being reciprocated for the energy that you were putting out, because I see that you were tending to something, you were growing something, but Spirit's like, there's something else for you over here. And we're going to take you out of this emotional confusion into a more balanced place that will help you receive more, where you don't have to be hyper vigilant, or you don't have to be turned on all the time doing everything. You were really, I think, healing your nervous system and also your emotional bodies. And it takes a lot to look at where you have been and where you're going. And underneath the Eight of Needles, you have the Nine of Presents. So this is big self-preservation energy. This is like single energy. This is I am enough energy. So I feel like you are really starting to, I'm hearing, pack up wherever you have been, and you are building a more sustainable life for yourself on your terms because of this situation. I feel like this situation was a big teacher, and you're on to bigger and better. You're soaring at higher elevations, Pisces. So let's see here. Spirit, what else is here for Pisces? Message. Okay, so stormy new moon. Wow. Knowledge. Okay. So Pisces, I feel like you're over here trying to really better yourself. You are taking classes. You are taking courses that are going to enrich your life. And I feel like other people are seeing you expand, and they're like, I want what Pisces has. I want the energy that Pisces has going on. And I feel like I would not be surprised if somebody comes at you with some sort of love offer, with some sort of message saying, I miss you, or, can we reconcile things? Because you have the Knight of Needles with the King of Potions here. So this may be somebody coming back around. You also have New Moon and Stormy coming back around to tell you how they have changed. Be careful with that, Pisces. Be aware of those people who only say that they have changed because they still want your energy. They still want to be a part of whatever it is that you have going on. But those people who cannot respect you or don't have the same values as you will only continue to make decisions that are going to clash with yours. And you're the star. So I feel like some people are watching you on social media. They are looking at you and saying, how is Pisces doing this? And you are just over here focusing on you, and what you have going is growing even more. So stand in your truth, stand in your power. And the more that you focus on your light, your purpose, the things that you are here to do, you will probably attract more moths. No shade to moths. I love moths. But like, you are the light, Pisces. And you're recognizing that. You're recognizing how your energy can light up a room, how your energy really radiates and touches other people. So put down in the comments, I am the star. I shine bright like a diamond. We love this. Okay, I'm going to get some from the No Bad Days deck. Spirit, what else is here for Pisces? Acceptance. Okay. And let's see. I think you're accepting your part in whatever this has been. And I also feel like you are accepting that you are going to have to be a little bit Queen of Swords. You're going to have to carry this energy of, I am not looking back, I am looking forward. No matter how much you want to let people back into your life, no matter how much you wish things were different, you are in an energy of gratitude and accepting what happened. And this energy is only making you more and more shiny and pretty, and it's attracting more and more people. And you have a choice who you let into your life. And I think you are finally at a point where you have the power to consciously choose who to let back into your field. Okay, I'm gonna get some advice. Here's some advice for Pisces. What's going on? We have patience, okay. Grounding. Whoa, and let it go. And then you have pivot at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So letting go any resistance, letting go of any resentment, and practicing patience with what you're doing. You know, so if you're growing something, give it time, give it patience, and ground into what you're doing. Really ground into your commitment to your path, despite what other distractions are happening around you. Okay? All right, Pisces, if you would like a personal reading, hypnotherapy, Reiki, or if you are in the Somerville, South Carolina area, I do have a suite off of Old Trolley Road, and you can book massage, Reiki, tarot, hypno, all the things. But if you are not in that area, we can still do hypnotherapy, tarot, Reiki. And I'm also going to be teaching a tarot course on October 7th. It's going to be 2 months, and it is going to be at 8 p.m. and we're going to go through all of the tarot, major arcana, minor arcana, and we're going to dissect the symbolism in the cards. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and put it down in the comments below. I will have a link for it soon, but I'll see you on the next one. Blessed be, Pisces.